So how do you actually make $100,000 with your camera in 2026? And I want to add one more thing to that, without hating your life. That's the big question. Now, that's what I want to talk about in this video, because for the past 8 years, I've been dabbling with my camera, trying to make it work and trying to make a career out of it. And right now, I'm in the Masai Mara in Kenya, in Africa, on a random Tuesday. Today is January 5th, and I'm out here and I'm doing a project with DJ Ramor, which is also a good friend of mine. And how did I end up here? That's the big question I want to ask, because I'm really enjoying this work, this career that I've chosen, or this life that I sort of built. And then, not to brag, but I'm also making decent money doing it. I'm actually making a living. And my goal is to find a way that we can have a good life that we actually enjoy, doing something we actually enjoy, while also making good money. You know, I don't think those two things should be opposite of each other. I think there is a way that we can do both at the same time. So that's what I want to talk about in this video. Now, the Japanese have this concept called the Ikigai. And I think it's been a minute since I read it, but I think it's the concept of, or the intersection of what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you actually end up enjoy doing. And if you find something in the middle, then you will be able to do that and have a good life. Because, you know, a lot of people are on this side of struggling artist mentality, you know, or I like to call it so at least. It's like where they hustle, they work so hard, but they're not really making any money. And this can quickly lead to, in my opinion, a pretty, not the best life, you know? And I think for a lot of us, we are chasing something else than just that. We see that that might not be the path because it's limited in its sustainability. You can't last forever because at the end of the day, you have to put food on the table for yourself and maybe one day for others as well. So I'm trying to shy away from that personally. And then also, I don't want to be the sucker who sits in a 9-to-5, hating his life, working a corporate job or whatever. Not saying that any people doing this or the other is bad. It's just for me, I think the best way to build my life is to find a good way in the middle. So that's my philosophy for being a freelancer, or for going after money while also doing something I love, which in my case is using the camera at the moment. So how do I do it? Now that's the big question. By the way, if you want to learn more about how to make a full-time income with your camera, using creativity and business skills and combining everything, check out my community below, Lens Profit. That's where I teach everything. I have videos in there, which is free. You can I break down my home business strategy, much more than I can do in this short video. So check that out if you want to learn more. Feel free, the link's below. So how do I do it? Now that's the big question. Now, as I said, for the last 8 years, I've been dabbling with this question. I've been trying so many different things. I've been doing a bunch of different shoots and projects and career paths and questioning myself. Trust me, I've been through the ringer. I've done a lot of the processes that I think a lot of people are going through, and I'm still going through myself with all humility. 100% I haven't figured this all out, but I think I've found a path that's currently working pretty well. And a lot of people, I think, could benefit from looking into this path. And essentially what I've done is I've taken the best of two worlds. I'm taking my skills and interest and passion for creativity and photography and videography and whatever I do with this camera, and I'm combining it with real world business fundamentals. So I've taught myself some business fundamentals, which is not that difficult. I've read a couple of business books, etc. And I'm using those fundamentals and I'm applying them to the business of photography and videography and creativity, you know, that we are all in at the end of the day. So if you want to make money, you have to think like a business person. Of course, you're bringing a lot of value to the table with your camera, with your creativity, with your skills, but you have to also put all that value that you're bringing, you have to put it into a business setting. You know, you have to think. And here comes the caveat. What you actually have to think about is what are businesses willing to pay for? You know, not what project do I want to do. Of course, we can think about that, but I think we should start with thinking, what are businesses willing to pay for? If we want to do this for a living, if somebody want to do it just for fun, be my guest, that's amazing. I also still shoot a lot of projects for fun. Today, we were in the Masai Mara here in Kenya, and honestly, I just did that project for fun. That's something I just did for fun. And I make another video about that, by the way, so if you want to check it out, go up here. But the thing is, all kudos to those people who just shoot for fun. I also do it, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to make a living out of this. So I think we should think about, what does businesses actually need, and put our ego to the side for a little bit. What do they actually need? What are they willing to pay for? And the best way to find that out is to look at, what problems do they have? What value can I bring to the table where I'm actually bringing more value than what they are paying me? So let's say I want to charge a business, $1,000 for something. Well, what can I give them that is worth more than $1,000? What value can I bring, And that's a bit of a theoretical question, so it can be pretty tricky to answer straight up. So the best way is just to get started and try. But I'll tell you what has worked for me. So for me, my current business is a setup of of two different type of clients essentially. And the way I've worked this out, okay, I'll give you the example first and then explain why it works, because I think it's crucial that you understand why it actually works. But the way I've done it is I'm currently working with a couple of monthly marketing clients where I help them every month do their marketing. And essentially what I've specialized in is social media content through photo and video. So that's like, it's marketing content, social media, and then specifically photo and video. So that's like how I break it down. And then I combine that, because that can be that's super fun, and I get to use my creativity, and it's a great way, as I said, of combining like that creativity side of being creative, of doing a lot of fun things where I get to use my creativity and it's an output for creative energy. And it also solves a big business problem because I tell the story of these businesses. I combine my creativity and my storytelling skills and my technical skills with the camera with their need of telling their story and resonating with their audience and actually building a community and all these things, which end up having a brand succeed and then driving customers and essentially driving revenue and profit, which is how they pay me. So I've taken my skills and I've put them into a business setting where I can actually provide a lot of value for my clients. So I do marketing clients where I help them every month, from month to month with marketing. And this is like my baseline income. And then on top of that, I do a lot of project-based. And this is sort of, I think the marketing, yes, it's fun, but it's more towards the business side. And then the project-based, or like the projects from here to there, they are more on the creative side where I go from time to time and shoot different stuff, right? So I try to combine both of those because I think both of those complement each other, and one is on the other side of creativity and one is on the side of more like business related, that type of stuff. So that's currently how I'm combining those two different sort of ends of the spectrum of the creativity and the business side, and using them to create, for me, a life that I actually enjoy. And on the creativity side, it's, as I said, it's like project-based, and mostly it's a lot of events. Events is usually the thing where you can actually provide enough value to a client where they actually pay you real money, you know? If a company is spending, you know, companies can quickly spend $50,000, $100,000, $200,000 on an event. I've shot the events for like $500,000. Even I shot the big conference, they spent millions of dollars. And for them to pay me $5,000 to shoot that event, which is for me on the higher end, but you know, normally I charge easy $1,000, $2,000 for an event that's of proper size because it's valuable to them. You know, if they get good photos, in my case, what I do for events is usually photos, then they need those photos. Those are worth thousands of dollars because they're gonna use them to market and sell millions of dollars of tickets, or thousands of dollars of tickets, hundreds and thousands, whatever. So the thing is finding a situation where you're providing enough value where they can pay you in return. And for me, we have the monthly marketing clients on one end, which is like more conservative. And then I have the events, which is more project-based and even more creative, more fun, more sort of run and gun. That's where I make money. And then on top of that, even I do more creative stuff where I don't even charge anything at all. Like for today, for instance, just did a passion project in the Masai here in Kenya, where we just shot the whole thing just for fun. So those are the specifics of how I'm running my business, how I'm aiming to make $100,000 in 2026 without killing myself, without, you know, burning out or anything like that, but actually enjoying what I do at the same time making money. So yeah, that's basically it. That's my philosophy for how I'm approaching this year in terms of business and creativity and freelancing, but also my mechanism for actually doing it. It's my philosophy behind, like, I want to do something where I can do what I actually enjoy, but also make money from it. And the mechanism I do is through having these monthly marketing clients, and on top of that, getting, you know, creative projects where I let my creativity a bit more loose, and I can do cherry pick a bit more which projects I want to do, but it's mostly events if I want to make money, but also sometimes it's consulting, it's like, can be whatever. So that's my philosophy and my mechanism combined. So if you want to make money in 2026 without being miserable, and you're into cameras and you're into freelancing, check it out. And if you're interested, my community is below, Lens Profit. That's where I teach even more of this type of stuff, how to make money. It's more detailed, more specific. I can't really break down everything here. Now I just taught you why I do the stuff I do and how I do it, but I'd love to teach you how to get clients, you know, the marketing side of things, how to negotiate deals, how to sign contracts, the whole shebang. Trust me, I've been through the ringer. It's a lot of trouble. So if you want to learn, just check out my community below, and I'll teach you everything I know in there. We do live calls. We have like different free videos and live courses you can check out and everything. Thanks for watching. See you soon, and I'm wishing you all the best for this year. Peace.